Hello, and welcome to the Healthyjoints Osteoarthritis Exercise Program. Healthyjoints OA is a medically built and supervised exercise program designed to improve function and reduce pain for persons suffering from knee and hip arthritis. The class is broken into two parts: a floor routine of progressive core and leg stretching and strengthening exercises, and a standing functional exercise program which includes step-ups, squatting, lunging, and balance. There are typically different levels or degrees of difficulty for each of the exercises, a more challenging way and an easier way. We tend to get good at the easy way before advancing to the more challenging way. This is not personal training, and you should never have the no pain, no gain mentality. As a matter of fact, just the opposite. We never want to feel pain while doing the exercises, nor later in that day. This exercise program is not to replace your physical therapy sessions. The program is offered to support clients who have attended an affiliated site and participated in the program. We're going to start on the floor on an exercise mat. We will do both stretching and core strengthening at the beginning of the exercise program. Okay, let's start with a left hamstring stretch. The participants are using a stretch strap, but you could use a row belt or a luggage strap and get the same results. Place the strap under the arch of your left foot. Your right knee should be bent with your right foot flat on the floor. We typically hold the stretches for 30 to 60 seconds. The goal is to increase the length of the muscle. You should feel the muscle let go during the course of stretching. Now take the strap in your left hand and drop the leg out to the side. Again, this is not a no pain, no gain idea. The stretch should be gentle and it should pull on the inside of your thigh. Now take the strap in your right hand and pull the leg across the front. If you've recently had a joint replacement, you should not do this exercise. Hold the stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. Place your left ankle just above your right knee. Let the left knee drop out. Now try and bring the right leg closer to your body. You can use the strap around your foot to pull the leg closer to you. The person on the left is doing a beginner version. On the right is a little more advanced. Now let's switch sides and start with the hamstring stretch. We stretch to increase the range of motion within the joint. Increasing the range of motion allows us to distribute the load throughout the joint surface so that no part of the surface is overloaded. The stretching are fairly universal. Beginners can do them and advanced participants can as well. The only thing that will change is how far you can move the joint. We aren't done stretching, but since we're on our backs, we can incorporate some of the strengthening exercises. The strengthening is where the levels come into play. Beginners will do a strengthening exercise one way, advanced participants another. The goal is for the exercise to be challenging but safe. The first strengthening exercise is the bridge. We are demonstrating two levels of the bridge, one beginner and one more advanced. The beginner on the left is doing a double leg bridge with the band around the knees. Note that her arms and hands are on the floor. The more advanced exercise on the right is doing a cross-leg bridge. A more advanced version of either exercise would be to lift the arms off of the floor. The emphasis on this exercise should be pushing from the heel and using the buttock or gluteal muscles. Now we're going to work on the lower abdominals. Again, we have levels. We're going to do an easier and a more challenging level. The person on the left is doing a beginner version, marching. The right is more challenging, bicycling the legs out straight. In both cases, the goal is to activate and be stable in the lower abdominal muscles. Now roll on to your right side. Place a band around both knees. Brace your belly button like we learned earlier in the class. Lift the left knee away from the right, keeping the feet together. Repeat 10 times. Switch sides. Now remove the band from around the knees, remaining on your left side. Straighten the right top leg. Keep the bottom leg bent. Tighten the tummy. Lift the top leg straight toward the ceiling about 1 foot. Repeat 10 times. Switch sides. Roll over onto your hands and knees. Now bring the left knee forward and place the left foot on the floor. The person on the left is using a chair for support. Now lean forward, bringing the front of the right thigh towards the floor. You should feel a gentle stretch somewhere along the right thigh or groin area. Switch sides. Okay, let's stand up. We are now going to stretch the calf against the wall. There are 2 calf stretches we will do here. The first stretch is with a straight knee. Hold for 45 seconds. Staying on the same calf, we now bend the knee. Typically, this stretch is felt closer to the back of the heel. Switch sides. Typically, in the class, this is where we take a water break. When we resume, we'll go over some of the functional strengthening exercises. One of the most important movements we work on in Healthy Joints is a squat. Our squatting movement is designed to enhance the use of the buttock or glutes. The movement should not be an irritant to the knees nor the low back. Note that the first movement is hinging at the hips. The back stays straight and the knees have no participation in the motion. Now that the hips and buttock muscles have been activated, we can bend the knees slightly. Another functional exercise is the step up. Place your right foot on a step. Again, if we lean forward at the hips, getting your shoulders over your toes, you can activate and utilize the glutes or buttock muscles. The next exercise is a lunge. Again, the more work we can get from the hips, buttock muscles, the less pressure on the knees. As you lunge forward, attempt to keep your shoulders over your front knee. Beginners don't have to go all the way to the floor. The advanced exercise should gently touch the knee on the floor. Our final exercise is proprioception or balance. As always, there are easier and more challenging versions of the balancing exercises. On the right is standing on a foam wedge and getting support from one hand with a ski pole. The one on the left is standing on the floor and holding on to the back of a chair. Again, the goal is for the exercise to be challenging but safe. There should be a little wobbling, but not close to a loss of balance. Congratulations, you have completed the beginner version of Healthyjoints OA exercises and are on your way to healthier hips and knees.